All right, that's time for the power rankings.
Yes.
Coming in at number 5 on my list, I have the Ottawa Blackjacks, which I think is kind of a sneaky play. They've got Tevin Brown potentially on the way back, reigning clutch player of the year, 4 target time winners last season. Zane Waterman as not your first, second, but maybe your third or fourth option.
Yeah.
He's lethal. He could certainly lead a team. But I look at the schedule for them. They've been on the road a lot to start the season. 7 of their last 9 games of the season will be at home. That's big. Round it all up, and they can make a chase at the end.
Yeah, I don't even think it's sneaky, to be honest with you. Even to start the season, I thought Ottawa could make a run this year with the given talent that they have. They've played Niagara close. They obviously dominated Scarborough and beat Brampton. I really do think they're a contender in the East. I agree with you on them being number 5. For me, number 4, the Edmonton Stingers. They won over Winnipeg. They won over Calgary. Beating Calgary in itself is a feat because of how talented that team is, and I'm sure we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, the Stingers look good. I'm intrigued to see how they finish off the year. This is a well-coached team, to your point, with Jordan Baker. It's just about figuring out how good they can be in this West.
I look at that Edmonton team, too, who I also have at 4. Sean East is Sean Easting.
Sean East Lee, baby.
Sean East Lee is Sean Easting. 4th in the CEBL in points per game.
Yeah.
Scotty Lindsay, as mentioned, Keon Ambrose Hilton, Nick Hornsby. Deepest supporting cast, Chris Smith off the bench. Edmonton at 4, a lock for me as well.
Egalitarian offense. They figure out, they get
I don't even know what that means.
Check this out, though. First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take
Come on.
that means move on to number 3.
Egalitarian.
Moves on to number 3.
Okay.
3rd spot, I'm taking the Niagara River Lions, defending champs very well. Could repeat. Top of the East with a minus 51-point differential.
Pretty bizarre there, right?
Weird.
Yeah.
But that to me is a good sign. If you're the top of the table in your own conference and your offense is still clicking, I mean, keep in mind, they brought all these guys in throughout the season. That's the nature of the league, right?
Yeah.
And they're still trying to figure it out, but they're sorting it out, and veteran teams will do that. And then when they get to champ weekend, it's like, here's our best card.
So I saw them get blown out by Scarborough, and it wasn't a pretty game. Vic Razzle was not happy.
Don't mention that after I just
I know. Look, they rightfully are in the right spot. I got them at 3 as well. They are figuring things out. It's about figuring out how Juggy fits in with Khalil, fits in with Ahmed, and how all of those guys work together offensively. I agree with you. It's a figure out period, and we'll go from there. Okay, number 2. And I'm curious where you have these guys. I am officially putting the Vancouver Bandits at number 2. They've been at 1 for a long time for us because they've been dominating. I'm rolling with them at 2 because they lost to Calgary. Calgary deserves it.
Honestly, I already feel like we're the number 1 team in the CEBL.
I'm going Calgary number 1. How do you feel?
I'm a segment early, but I'm going to do this. Calgary Surge, 2 for me. I think Jameer Nelson Jr. and Ruggsy Millamore are the most entertaining guard duo.
Yeah.
But I think 5 of the next 6 games on the road could change things drastically. As Vic Rasso says, this is a hard league to win on the road.
Yeah.
And looking at Vancouver, they're in my number 1 spot, so we're swapped there. Their loss to Calgary, in my eyes, wasn't a fair assessment, the latest loss. If you don't have Mitch Creek in the lineup...
It's funny that you say the latest loss because there's been multiple losses.
If you don't have Mitch Creek in the lineup, who I'm going to go out on a limb and say is an early MVP candidate, 24 points per game, that to me is a game changer. That's a total game changer.
Look, I think Calgary also has a couple of MVP candidates on there with Greg Brown and with Jameer Nelson Jr. And I think... That will be the conversation we have all year, Calgary or Vancouver, and who wins. But multiple losses. Just spend it out
All I
there.
will say, Vancouver, best road record in the CEBL champ weekend.
True.
Not in Vancouver.
True.
Lots of controversy.
Yeah.
But those are your power rankings.